magazine. Hours magazine.
He wasn't ready that hillbilly motherfucker yet, but he will be soon. And he looks at me and he says, "Did he smell bad?" And I went, "Did he smell bad?" And I'm like, "Well, he's a high school guy. I mean, a little bit, but not bad. What do you mean?" And he goes, "Oh, so he was one of the clean ones." And I went, "Oh, you redneck hillbilly motherfucker." And the worst part was, my niece and nephew are black, and they're sitting 3 rows behind him. So I almost took him out. I probably would have thought about hitting him anyway, but I almost did, because they were 3 feet behind him. And I'm like, you don't say that shit in front of them. So I thought back to this, and I'm like, no, that's not really, no, I didn't really think about that at the time. It's just kind of, he smells good because he's kind of an older guy and he might have access to like good, he looks like the kind of guy who'd wear like sandalwood and shit like that. So no, that's not it. Okay, cool. And then I think about why this might have made me awkward. And then I'm like, okay, well maybe it's like a sexual thing. Maybe it's like, I want to sniff this man because of some kind of pheromone thing. And then I'm like, well, that shouldn't make me awkward, and it wouldn't make me awkward, because I'm pretty comfortable with my sexuality. I'm straight, but I'm straight-ish. And I can admit if I would want to be sexually interested in smelling another man, but that would be really fucking weird, but okay, I might. And so I wouldn't be awkward because of that. That wouldn't be my problem. And then I'm kind of processing this, and I'm trying to figure it out, and then I realize why this thought made me awkward. I thought about sniffing another adult human being, and that's just fucking awkward on its own.
This is gonna be my first performance. First live performance, so I don't know what it's gonna sound like or whatever. First time I hear my voice in a mic, so it's gonna be interesting. Basically, what can I tell you before I start? It's just I've been writing some raps recently, just because I've got some spare time, so I thought I would write some raps. And then, I don't know, I wrote some stuff and my friend thought it was good, so he said come and spit it. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. So, we'll see, I've got my little beat. I wrote a track it's basically about money, I suppose. And it's just my thoughts and feelings, and I hope I'm not gonna forget the lyrics. We'll see, I'll just try and go with the flow and see what happens. Okay. M-O-N-E-Y. Why? The root of all evils, the aim of all sinners, it drives us crazy and it makes us happy. Fills our minds with greed and puts food in our bellies. Looking all around, it's easy to see, then staring to the eyes of a jelly baby and try to find a trace of greed or envy. The root of all evil, I wouldn't agree though, cause roots have no idea about them. There's a tree, you can't blame it on the seed. If the fruits are untasty, you can't blame it on money if you're acting silly. Ever heard of real, also known as volition? We always make a choice when we take on a mission. Like a director, we should wait till everybody is ready before shouting lights, camera, action. I know we all the same from Cro-Magnon. Like it's written in our glance, I got at least one addiction. I mean, I've got plenty, like weights, coffee, sex, family, friends, ladies, and plenty more. See, it's not always easy, but I took that decision not to make money one of my options. They say rules the world, maybe, but it ain't ruling me. So I might not have an Audi, and still I think I'm happy. But do not get me wrong though, I ain't dissing anybody. I just question myself and I need for bakeries. Not those that deal with dough though, but those that deal with money. Cause the ones that make breads and tasty pastries, I know we all agree they are a necessity. BANKS, we also need them. Although the dude who makes our bread can ruin a whole country. Undeniably, you can't live without money, so I guess it's about finding the right harmony. Could be a cause of worry, evidently, whether you ain't got enough or too many. Sometimes it gets rough and that's when you want plenty, but when it really is tough, well, it's never enough. So here's another question, before you get bored. Do we really want more for just the sake of having more? Or what we really want is to have more than our neighbors? And sometimes I wonder if the cause of our hunger isn't rapacity, but a form of jealousy that breeds greed and envy. So, according to this vision, money isn't the root, no. It's just another temptation born out of comparison. Just imagine if artists weren't remunerated and they wouldn't create only for getting paid, because that's what they make and what they've always made. It's like if athletes were not compensated, then they would only compete for their own satisfaction. No drugs, only passion, a lot of hard work and self-expression. But thinking about it, it'd be the same situation. But instead of money, they'd be contending for glory. Like Mohammed, as in Ali, or Sylvester, in Rocky. Therefore the root of evil definitely isn't money. It's another prime evil instinct that leads us on the way of self-destruction, the one of comparison. No, it ain't about money, ponder this last word, son. It's about C-O-N-F-O-R-M-I-T. And again, why? Why?
Do I have a reason to be mad? I heard all about you and the rap that you had, but the way that you came up to me with your style and your smile and personality had me thinking it was all just talk. Cause what people don't know, they just tend to make up. And besides, I can't deny you were looking so fly, had to give you a try. So you kept pursuing patiently, day after day, asking for my company, to the movies, to the bar, or just chilling in your car. You said you like to conversate while looking at the stars, but all this time you were just talking shit. You're a pro at what you do, that I have to admit. I should have listened to what other people had to say, but I didn't trust my instincts. Turns out I got played. I was just a conquest in your masquerade. Played, like old chewing gum, you spit me out to get a new taste. Played, if you're still confused at what I'm talking about. Played, you better listen up, cause I'm about to spell it out. P is for the way I got persuaded by the way you came with game and the smooth like that you stated. L is for the lies out of your mouth, having me believing they were true without a doubt. A is for the angle that you took, using all your skills perfectly as from a book. Why is the question that I ask, wishing I could transfer back in time to change the past. E is how I felt so bitterly, not into the past you had set out for me. D is the deception that I felt, watching for the pain as you kiss somebody else. Played, I was just a conquest in your masquerade. Played, like old chewing gum, you spit me out to get a new taste. Played, bet you didn't think that I would do me wrong. Played, bet you didn't think you'd hear your name out in a song. Such a waste of a good face, I gotta put you in your place. From your medicine, I hope that one day you will get a taste. Think you're slick, you're gone so long, doing girls all time so wrong. Listen up, cause you're about to hear your name up in a song. John O. You thought I wouldn't shout you out, that I keep it to myself and wonder what you're all about. Well, you see you made a big mistake, 'cause I will not stop until the whole world knows that you're a fake. To your haters who are asking why I'm blowing up his spot, thinking I'm a bitter girl who just likes to talk a lot. Y'all are hating 'cause you know that I'm messing up his flow. Gotta represent a new game 'cause his old game's got to go. Played. I was just a conquest in your masquerade. Played. Like old chewing gum, you spit me out to get a new taste. Played. Should've thought twice before you did me wrong. Played. Bet you think that I call your name out in a song. Played.
I am a feminist, a man best open that door traditionalist, a red, white, and blue anti-imperialist, building dreams on Caucasian land. I am a humble do-gooder, hoping to get my big break paycheck. I am an activist, actively purchasing the sweat off children's backs. I am a global nomad, admiring five-star coat racks. I am all modesty. Can't you see my yoga pants liberating me? I am the future. Click like if you agree. I am a walking contradiction. No, I am contradiction. Marching to a multitude of convictions, stuck between what is easy and what is hard, complacency and leading the charge, between who I am and who I can be, between today and tomorrow, between pen to paper and feet to concrete. I am contradiction. Okay, this poem has to do with Palestine and Israel, little thing going on. Forget the fact that history has blurred the lines of a victimization and their self-defense. We are handcuffed to lawless Zionists who have taken custody of our birthright while exonerating our determination to fight. These are not just allegations. These are day in and day out living situations. We are incarcerated, interrogated, depopulated. Our resistance is perjury. But how do we have the right to remain silent if we know beyond a reasonable doubt that we are being violated? I am appealing to this journey, that wall is not a necessary evil, it is just evil. That white phosphorus is not collateral damage, it's just savage. That settlers robbing our land is not divine. Sorry. That settlers robbing our land is not divine, it is man-made by design. That our people are not violent, they are just being violated. For 64 years, we have been sentenced to confrontation, annihilation, and occupation. Your Honor, we will never forget our place. Members of this court, this is our case. Okay, one last one, because, every once in a while, you stop needing. You stop wanting. You stop loving. You just start dreaming. Dreaming of what was it but will, what has it but is, what should it but could. Every once in a while, you start living.
Yeah, please give her a hand and give her some more love because she's going to go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Salma. Thank you so much for that reminder. As one of her poems said, she talked about contradiction, which is one of my favorite things to actually talk about. And it reminded me of something I wrote a while back, something that I performed actually at another open mic night. I'm not going to perform the whole thing because this is not my night. This is our night. So I'm going to let you guys have the floor. But I just want to say, I just want to share this part of what I wrote because it's so appealing to what she said about contradiction. This poem that I wrote, this spoken word piece, was called Lift Every Voice. I'm not going to perform everything, but I'm just going to do the last part. And the last part says, so how do we move from a world? How do we move from the world which rejects the voice of those who are not part of the dominance, to a world which accepts, to a world which loves, to a world which creates, to a world which speaks, to a world which listens, to a world which laughs, to a world which dances to the rhythm of many drums, a world which is contradictory but accepts contradictions.
Yeah.
Thank you, Salma. Thank you for that. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and call up the next performer. Manuela,
So it's
come on up, girl. Come on up.
Minha jangada vai sair pro mar. Vou navegar, meu bem querer. Se Deus quiser, quando eu voltar do mar, peixe bom eu vou trazer. Meus companheiros também vão voltar. Se Deus quiser, vamos agradecer. Lullaby of birdland, that's what I always hear. When you sigh, never in my woodland there'll be words to reveal in a phrase how I feel. Have you ever heard two turtle doves coo and coo when they love? That's the kind of magic music we make with our lips when we kiss. And that's a really old willow. He really knows how to cry. That's how I cry on my pillow when you should tell me farewell and goodbye. Lullaby of birdland, that's what I kiss me sweet, Lord and I. That's the kind of magic music we make with our lips when we kiss. And that's a weepy old willow. He really knows how to cry. That's how I cry on my pillow if you should tell me farewell and goodbye. Lullaby of birdland, whisper low, kiss me sweet, then we go high above in birdland, up in the sky high above, just because we're in love. Da 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 ba ba 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 da ba 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 da da da. Lullaby of birdland, that's what I always hear when you sigh. Ah da 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 boo ba da ba ba da ba 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 da ba ba.
Come on, girl. Come on, girl.
Okay, I have my fur coat, so I think so now I can perform my air guitar all by myself without my heart here because it hurts so much. And without my fur coat because it's very, very warm. So now the gossip can play, and then I can play my guitar. But I don't have guitar, but it doesn't matter. And I have a very bad English accent, but that's fine.
roman qui s'appelle donc T-Bag et qui a été écrit par Henning Mankell. Donc, tous ces gens qui emplissaient le camp où elle était arrivée avec leurs langues et leurs vêtements divers, leurs expériences épouvantables qu'ils communiquaient, souvent en silence, parfois en paroles, avaient une seule chose en commun, l'absence de perspective d'avenir. Beaucoup d'entre eux étaient là depuis des années. Aucun pays ne voulait les accueillir et leur combat se réduisait à ne pas être reconduits dans leur pays d'origine. Chaque matin, au cours de son lent réveil, elle se persuadait donc que le mieux était de ne rien attendre et de ne rien dire du pays d'où elle venait. Le camp était une grande ruche bourdonnante de rumeurs quant aux nationalités qui, à tel moment, avaient une chance d'obtenir l'asile quelque part. C'était une place boursière où les différents pays du monde étaient cotés sur un marché qui connaissait sans cesse des fluctuations spectaculaires. Aucun investissement n'était sûr ni durable. Au tout début de son séjour, le Bangladesh avait été en haut de la liste. Pour une raison mystérieuse, l'Allemagne accordait subitement l'asile à tous ceux qui pouvaient prouver qu'ils venaient du Bangladesh. Durant quelques jours de fébrilité intense, des personnes de toutes couleurs avaient fait la queue devant les petits bureaux où siégeaient des fonctionnaires espagnols désabusés pour leur assurer à tour de rôle qu'ils se rappelaient brusquement venir du Bangladesh. Au moins 14 Chinois de la province du Hunan avaient de la sorte réussi à entrer en Allemagne. Quelques jours plus tard, l'Allemagne avait fermé le Bangladesh, selon la formule d'usage, et après 3 jours d'attente incertaine, la rumeur s'était répandue que la France serait prête à accueillir un petit quota de Kurdes. Elle avait essayé de se renseigner, savoir d'où venaient les Kurdes, à quoi ils ressemblaient. Peine perdue. Elle avait néanmoins pris place docilement dans l'une des files d'attente, et quand son tour fut venu de se présenter devant le fonctionnaire aux yeux rouges, dont le badge portait le nom Fernando, elle avait dit avec son plus beau sourire qu'elle était kurde et qu'elle demandait l'asile en France. Fernando secoua la tête. « Quelle est la couleur de ta peau ?» Elle comprit le danger, mais elle devait répondre. Les fonctionnaires espagnols n'aimaient pas ceux qui se taisaient. Quoi qu'on en dise, même un pur amas de mensonges, c'était toujours mieux que le silence. « Tu es noir », Fernando avait répondu à sa propre question. Et il n'existe pas de noirs qui soient kurdes. Les Kurdes ont la même tête que moi. Rien à voir avec toi. Il y a des exceptions. Mon père n'était pas kurde. Ma mère, oui. Les yeux de Fernando paraissaient de plus en plus rouges. Elle continua de sourire. C'était son arme principale. Ça l'avait toujours été. Que faisait ton père au Kurdistan ? Des affaires ? Fernando parut triompher. Il n'y a pas de Kurdistan. C'est bien pour ça que les Kurdes s'en vont de chez eux. Comment peuvent-ils s'en aller d'un pays qui n'existe pas ? Fernando n'eut pas la force de lui expliquer comment un pays qui n'existait pas pouvait exister quand même. Il agita la main d'un air définitif. Je devrais te dénoncer parce que tu mens. Je ne mens pas. Elle crut voir une lueur d'intérêt dans le regard de Fernando. Tu dis la vérité ? Les Kurdes ne mentent pas. L'étincelle s'éteignit. Phil, c'est ce que tu as de mieux à faire. Comment t'appelles-tu ? Ce fut à cet instant qu'elle décida de se donner un nouveau nom. Regardant autour d'elle, elle aperçut la tasse de thé sur le bureau de Fernando. « T-Bag », dit-elle. « Quoi ? T-Bag. c'est un nom kurde. Ma mère aimait les noms anglais. T-Bag, c'est un nom. Faut croire que oui, puisque c'est le mien. Fernando soupira et la renvoya d'un geste résigné. Elle attendit, pour éteindre son sourire, d'être revenue à une place près du grillage où elle pouvait être seule.